Hey guys, and welcome back to another quick off the cuff. So today is about how not all heroes wear capes. You will all remember the original "It's Ma'am" incident that we had. I will bring this back for you to enjoy and stimulate those long lost memories.
You're gonna give me my fucking money back.
Excuse me, sir. There's a young man in here. And you want to know.
Excuse me, it's ma'am.
I'm sorry.
It is ma'am.
I can call the police if you'd like me to. You need to settle down.
You need to settle down and mind your business, okay?
Both of you guys?
Ma'am, once again, ma'am.
I said both of you.
No, you said sir. Once again, it's ma'am.
I actually said both of you guys. It was just general.
Right beforehand, you fucking said sir.
Sir? Okay.
Motherfucker, take it outside. If you want to call me sir again, I will show you a fucking sir.
I apologize.
Motherfucker.
I apologize now.
I need your corporate number because I'm going to call them and talk about how it's misgendered several times in this store.
I apologize for that.
I need your corporate number now.
I can get it for you. It's not a problem.
Get it for me now.
I'm going to ask you to calm down and stop cussing.
Very feminine.
Give me your
Stop
corporate
hitting
number.
Victor on property.
Well, I'm going to ask you for the 5th time to stop calling me a man because quite clearly I am not.
So, yeah, a couple of years ago, guy walks into a convenience store, and yeah, there's obviously a confrontation. And I believe that he was talking to someone else, and this dude, this dude kind of assumed that he was talking to him when he said sir, but he was actually talking to someone else. Kicked off a massive fight, and obviously it went viral. I guess because at the same time, that was the same time that it was beginning to impact most people's daily lives as well. Even if it was really just in the news and stuff like that. But yeah, well, today we have Ma'am Part 2, although I think technically it's Part 3 because I feel like there was a second one with an African American woman. But yeah, enjoy.
You're gonna put that up and you're gonna let everybody else see it.
Well, everybody
When you're
loves it.
confronted by a trans woman, you're gonna hide it.
Everybody loves it.
No,
They
I don't
take
think
pictures
so.
of it. They post it. 9 out of 10 customers love it.
Yeah, you know what? It's bullshit.
No, what you're spouting is bullshit.
No, it's not.
It
Trans
is-
women are women, sir. That sign is bullshit.
I'll tell you what. Just check it out. It ain't bullshit.
I'm telling you right now, as a trans women are women. Your
Well,
sign
I'm
is
telling you,
bullshit.
as a man, that's bullshit. It's total bullshit.
Okay.
You know what? Nobody confronts your ass. That's the problem.
Really?
If they
Yeah, true. Nobody, yeah, no one really calls any of this crap out. We're all sort of going along with it like it's not really a dystopian nightmare. Everyone's just thinking, well, as long as we're nice to everyone, then everything will just go away, and our kids won't be scarred forever, and we won't have massive ramifications down the line. This dude's right. Like, why are people not? I actually feel kind of bad for the dude with the dress on, because like they're not being overly aggressive, and I do feel a little bit bad. I think it's easier to feel against them if they're as aggressive as the person in the first one. But I still agree with this guy. Like, it's so ridiculous that there are adults out there that don't think this is just mental illness. And, maybe I'll get banned for that, but I just can't see the difference between this and anorexia or sociopathy. Like, if you have a mental illness, doesn't mean you're an evil or bad person, but it also doesn't mean that we should be teaching our kids that it's perfectly fine and it's perfectly normal to choose this. Like, if you genuinely have gender dysphoria, then you can't help it. But as we saw with one of my old episodes, their numbers have gone up by 14,000% in about 5 years. And there's been a couple of peer-reviewed journals on it as well that show that if one kid in a group at college or in the last 3 or 4 years at high school decides that they're trans, then immediately something like 40% of the people in their peer group will follow suit. Anyway, let's see what else they have to say.
the problem.
Really?
If they'd say,
Really?
what the
You want to bet?
what the fuck is
You know
going
what
on?
I've had
Do you
to
know how
live
many
with?
people you've embarrassed at,
Oh,
at City
wow.
Hall?
Me, an
They have
embarrassment
to-
to City
they
Hall?
have to
Really?
tolerate
You're an
that
embarrassment
shit.
to the city, sir. You are an embarrassment to this city.
I am a
And
pillar
I
in
make
the
sure
city.
That everybody knows.
I'm a pillar in this. Now
Oh,
you
yeah.
do that. Do you know why? Every time some bullshit like this happens,
Uh-huh.
my sales go up because people are wanting this.
Really.
Really.
We're gonna show them this side of you, and
You do
hopefully-
it. You do
hopefully
it.
we can
You
change
do
your
it really
mind,
good,
sir.
'cause guess
hopefully
what?
we can wake you up.
You are fucking nuts.
Let's wake you up.
You
to the
are
truth,
nuts.
sir.
You're not a woman. You don't look like a woman. You
Uh-huh.
don't act like a woman.
Really.
You're fucked
Really?
in the head. What's wrong with you?
I'm fucked in the head.
I am confronting you
Yes, sir.
that you are an asshole.
And I'm confronting you that just because I walked into your store, you felt the need to take your sign down.
Well,
But it's berating every-
I just want to pause this real quick. I just noticed that the person has high heels. They're clearly tall. Like, even if this dude's a little bit on the shorter side, like, let's say he's 5'5". This person, even without those 3-inch heels, is still, what, 5'10"? Like, do you really have to wear heels? I just... yeah.
I was
Not
thinking
everybody in my
I
community.
was thinking I was going to be nice,
What?
but no.
Be nice? Be nice? Putting that sign up is not being nice. Putting that sign up is fucked up.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to
What?
put it on my TV out front.
Good. Go for it.
But you know why?
Let everybody
Do you know
know
why?
before they walk in.
Why did they cancel Dr. Seuss? No reason at
Nobody
all.
canceled Dr.
No.
Seuss. There are tons of his books still out there.
But the ones,
But Dr.
why?
Seuss himself said those books were racist, and he was ashamed of them, and so they took them off.
Let me
his
tell you
estate
this.
Took them off because they were wrong.
You are fucked in the head. You're an
Really?
embarrassment to the
Really?
community.
I think
You're
you need
an
to
em-
look in the mirror, sir.
You're an
I
embarrassment.
think you need to look in the mirror when you say that because you're actually saying that about yourself.
Well, look at yourself, for Christ's sake.
So I just want to say, I feel like, yeah, he is being a little bit harsh, or he is kind of being harsh, but I actually agree with his principle. I just think that this person has been encouraged by the media. I would say the majority of the media has been acting like this is to be encouraged. This is what I'm saying. If it's a genuine medical problem, that some dude feels like they are a woman, like their brain is telling them they're a woman, even though they've got a swinging carrot, like then that's an issue. That's something to try and deal with. But I just think that this sort of mainstreaming of certain mental illnesses, and like most people with gender dysphoria admit that it's a mental illness. Blair White, lover or not, admits that it's a mental illness and that she is just lucky that they pass for female. So yeah, I do feel a little bit bad, but this stuff has been encouraged now that you have people just going out in public and just verbally attacking someone as if they should think that it's normal. And I just think that it takes somebody of a different generation to kind of give you a metaphorical bitch slap and be like, look at you. What are you thinking? Like, you really think this is normal? You really think this is good for people? Is this really healthy? Is this person going to feel happy when they're 75? And someone's like, oh, hello, Mrs. Van Dyke. Would you like me to change your nappy? And then they're like, unstrap, fadoing. Oh, Mrs. Van Dyke, I'm so sorry, Mr. We see. I have someone close to me that works in the hospital. We get it all the time. Not all the time, but weekly. Where they think that somebody is one sex and then they turn out to be another sex and they've completely wasted all their time. And it's not what people think. Like, a lot of people think that everyone that works at hospitals, they're all kind of in support of this stuff. It's not true. Like, it wastes their time and it frustrates them. I know people that have like covered up signs and stuff like that because it causes us so much extra grief, so much extra risk. So yeah.
Really?
For Christ's sakes, who would want to even be close? My God.
Really?
It's horrible.
I don't know why.
You
why
are not.
am I so
You
horrible
are
to
not
you?
a fucking chick.
Why am I so horrible to
Do you still have a dick?
You know what? That is none of your fucking business.
Do you still have a dick?
That is none of
Because
your
if you
business.
do, guess what? Check
Would
it
you-
out.
Would you go to anybody else and ask them about their privates, about their genitalia?
I would.
No.
I would if they are.
Really?
If they're fucking nuts.
Really? That
How
is
do
so
you?
fucking
How
rude,
do you
dude.
fucking live with yourself?
How do I live
Do you
with
know,
myself
buddy?
openly now?
Nobody.
Thankfully.
Do you think there's one person that really thinks that you're a chick?
I know a lot of people that agree with me and that accept me for who
Do you
I
know-
am. And the fact that you're going to be
Nobody.
in here with a sign
Nobody.
like that
Nobody.
is bullshit.
Nobody confronts you. That's
Yes,
the
they
problem.
do.
They
They do all
they
the
do not.
time.
Well, then what the fuck's wrong with you?
What the fuck is wrong with
why
you?
are you doing this?
Why? Because
What?
this is who I am, sir.
Oh, fuck
this
that
is who
shit.
I am.
Fuck that
you
shit.
can't deal with it.
I
You
don't
can't
want to deal with it.
You don't want to deal with
you
it.
got that
doesn't
right.
mean that you can put a sign up like that and not get
You-
confronted over it.
you-
And when you are, and you get upset because I'm
You-
upset that you pull this shit,
You make me
that's bullshit.
uncomfortable because
Really?
you're
Get
fucking
the
nuts.
fuck away from me.
Then you get out of my store.
I will.
Yes,
Thank
Lord.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah, there you go. I feel like he was a little bit over the top, a little bit harsh, said some things maybe he didn't need to say. But at the same time, I just feel like, you know, we're all sort of putting up with this thinking, like, when are they going to come out and say that this is all just a joke, or, you know, when is this all going to go away? Because it's not healthy for society, it's not healthy for kids. It's just absurd, and anybody playing along with this crap has been completely brainwashed. I don't think there's anything wrong with doing whatever you want to do in your own home, and you can dress however you want to dress. But don't come in someone's shop and tell them to call you, you know, Mr. or Mrs. or whatever when you're clearly not. Like, you're just being a buffoon. Like, I see no difference between, like, telling someone to call you by a different gender than telling someone to call you by a different race or anything else that you're just clearly not. You know, you're making someone act like a child. You know, if somebody that's 6'4" with a beard and a swinger comes into my store in a dress and high heels with long hair, and they expect me to call them like Mrs. Van Dyke or I don't know, whatever, or Miss, and I do, yeah, some people will say, well, you're just being respectful and da 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 da. No, I'm treating that person like a child because I know they're not a woman. They know they're not a woman. They know that I know they're not a woman. So what are we doing? We're just enabling fantasy at this point. And the fact that we saw the White House, this was in something me and Devin did, as if we're best friends, a while ago, that the White House are fully backing this to the point where they're getting like 9-year-old children to come up on stage and say how amazing it is that in America we can chop our private parts off when we're children. Yay. It's ridiculous. Like I said, if you've got a mental health issue, I'm down to help you. I will treat you with respect and I will try and help you. If you're just being encouraged by the media, and I blame, like I said before, I blame them big time for this. Schools, higher academia, media, and all these soy kids on Reddit. Geez, I just went to Reddit to find some more information about this, and it's appalling. Like, I don't know what the future of the world is going to be, certainly of the West. I mean, it was 700 people basically just fully sticking up for not just this person, because I can understand people thinking that, like, they were not the aggressor, but sticking up for the whole thing in general, people getting in the ridiculous debate of, oh, gender is not sex and blah, 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 just because certain universities have changed dictionary definitions recently. Utterly ridiculous. You are a buffoon. If you go to a dog breeder and they go, which gender would you like? And you say male, and they give you a bitch that is acting a bit butch, you're going to be somewhat pissed. And I wouldn't blame you. Like, sex and gender have been synonymous for centuries. You know, don't, just because you have a word and there's another word that is perfectly synonymous, so you feel like you can kind of kidnap that word, you can do that, but I'm not going to play that game with you. Gender, male, female, XY, XX, yes, there are intersex. That's it. Everything else, in my opinion, people have issues and they need help. And I'm happy to give them that help. But I'm not playing this silly game. I mean, this looks utterly ridiculous. If you show this to someone in China or Russia or Japan, they're just going to be laughing their asses off at how utterly ridiculous and weak we are in the West. So, like I say, I feel a little bit bad for this transgender person. Oh, and the sign that they're talking about, by the way, it says, if you're born with a dick, you are not a chick. So yeah, being a little bit provocative, but I'm pretty sure you have the First Amendment in America, so you're allowed to say what you want. And then it's up to people whether or not they want to frequent your business, whether they want to be a patron or not of yours. It's not a license for people that disagree with you to then go in and start having a massive argument. But this was not the end. Oh no. There is another part to the... it's a trifecta now.
People are thinking you are fucking nuts.
You know what? That's great. Because I'm living my life the way I want to live it. Trans women are
Just
women.
don't live it around me.
Trans women are women.
Jesus Christ, man, get a clue.
Trans women
Get
are
up.
women.
Get a fucking...
Trans women are women.
You know, nobody confronts your ass.
Trans
Because
women
you know
are
what?
women.
They're afraid they're gonna hurt your fucking
Trans
feelings.
women are women. I'm gonna be out here
What
all the time.
You do.
You don't even
It'll
know
make
what's
my
going on.
sales. You are fucking nuts.
I am out of your store.
You're
Get the
nuts.
fuck away
No,
from me.
no, this is in front of my store.
It
Get
doesn't
away
matter.
from me.
This is the city.
You get away
I
from
asked
me.
you to get away from me, sir.
I'm not
You
going
asked
to
me
get
to
away.
get out of your store.
I'm
I got
I mean,
You're
look at
confronting
the
your
size of
ass
it. It's just
because you're nuts.
ridiculous.
That's fine. You're
Look at the
fucking
size
leave.
of this.
I'm
Fucking
gone.
leave.
I'm out of your store.
Leave.
You leave.
You leave.
I'm here. I'm out of your store. What more do you want?
Let me
You have
ask.
no control
Let me
over
ask
your
you a
life.
question. Do you have a dick?
You don't get to ask that.
I'll bet you do.
You don't get
You-
to
what-
ask that.
what do you-
You are a fucking idiot.
What are you
don't
both
get to ask
both
that.
sides of the medal? Now you are nice looking. You can give them the fucking dude.
You are an idiot.
I don't care.
An idiot and an ass.
I hope so.
Good.
Because I want to be in your fucking face because nobody
Really?
confronts your fucking
Really?
stupid ass.
Really?
Really.
I get confronted all the time.
You should, for Christ's sake. You're nuts.
Pretty much every time. You have a good conversation with somebody, not an idiot getting up in my face talking about shit they know nothing about. Not deciding not to accept somebody for who they are.
Oh,
you will
fuck
not accept
that
anybody.
horseshit. Fuck
you
that
are
horseshit.
a fucking bigot.
Oh no, I'm totally on her side.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're gonna lose my business completely.
All right. I hope so.
Yeah.
Because this is bullshit. Nobody confronts it.
There's nothing wrong with her. She's not doing anything. She's minding her own
Look,
business.
I have a sign in the store that says if you're born with a dick, you're not
Terrible.
a chick. And he's got a dick.
I'm not
How
a
could
he.
that possibly
Stop
be any different?
misgendering me.
Why is that a problem for you?
Because I don't like it. It irritates me. It makes me upset. It makes me embarrassed.
Why are you embarrassed? You're to be embarrassed.
9 out of 10 customers come in and they are on my side of this bullshit. And it's on every day in every fucking TV station around. It's bullshit.
I'm sorry you have to be back. You have a bunch of
I'm gonna go now.
I hope so. It irritates.
You are harassing me now, sir. I want you to step away.
What are you gonna do?
I want you to step
What are
away.
you gonna
I
do?
will call the cops.
Oh, you
I'm
call
trying
him.
to walk
Call him
away.
right now. You call
I
him.
am trying to walk away and you're saying in my face.
Call him right now.
I really don't
I'm
wanna
gonna
get involved with
confront
that.
your ass.
Fine.
It needs confronting because you're
you
fucking
need
nuts.
to back off.
You're nuts.
You need to back off now.
No, you do. So
You need
back
to
off.
Back off now. I am trying to leave and you are
Why
following
don't you
me.
leave?
Because I'm trying to and you're following
I'm
me.
not gonna follow you past the store.
Okay?
Now remember,
If you follow me
remember,
past your store, I'm calling the cops.
you go home tonight. If you've got a dick, you're not a chick.
You are fucked up in the head, and you need to go see somebody.
You think I'm fucked up? You're nuts.
You are completely
You're
insane.
embarrassing the
Hello!
whole, the
Hello!
whole fucking
You are
community.
past your store.
You are.
Back up!
This is my space too.
You said you were going past
This
your
is-
store. You were look past your store.
Yeah, you said you're a chick and you're not. You are not a chick.
Back up. I'm trying to go to my store.
All right,
You are following me.
Okay.
You are harassing me.
I'm not harassing
Yes,
you.
you are. At this point, you are
What are
harassing
you
me.
doing to me?
What am I doing to you? I'm trying to leave, and you're
Then
following
leave.
me.
Then leave.
Then leave me the fuck alone.
Then leave.
No.
No, you go.
I'm trying.
Because
You're not letting
I'm
me.
confronting your ass because nobody does.
I'm trying to go. You're not letting me.
I'm letting you. Am I letting this asshole go?
Hey, I'm gonna take a few more steps. Are you gonna keep following me? Or are you just gonna check my ass out?
You check tonight. If you got a dick, you're not
Stop
a chick.
staring at my ass!
That was funny, to be fair. And there we have it. Yeah. You guys decide. I really don't subscribe to the kind of American and Western idea that this is something that's completely normal, and that it's absolutely fine if your kid's kindergarten teacher is like this, or the person looking after your elderly mother. I just think that for people pretending this isn't a mental illness, I don't know what could be more clearly a mental illness. I really don't. The old man was being very provocative, clearly, but also we know that this is going to be, and already is, being played out as horrendous bullying, and this is what they have to put up with, when in reality, the transgender person went into the store purely because of what he had displayed out front. Then they got into it, and then when they came outside, neither one of them was walking away. So, in my opinion, I just can't see how you could play that as transphobia, aggressive transphobia. Like, nobody is going out of their way to be an arsehole to that person. And he even said that, it's because it's everywhere and it's driving me nuts. I can't take it anymore. So, yeah. But, maybe I'm old and stupid. Let me know. Let me know in the comments. And, if you found this a bit more entertaining than my crypto video, then let me know. And I will see you guys soon.
Winston stopped writing, partly because he was suffering from cramp. He did not know what had made him pour out this stream of rubbish